What's up? I'm just gonna do some duels, show off my stats a bit, let you know I'm not too overpowered, and kind of give my opinion on some of Absolver's issues. One being, I feel like endgame players are just gonna die out and just not gonna be as fun as it used to be. 'Cause there's a lot of people like. I'm using this build. It's pretty overpowered because all you need to do is be fast and you won't be able to get touched basically at all, especially if someone uses absorb classes, stagger class, or even windfall sometimes. Basically Forsaken's the only thing that can counter this. This is the only duel that I had that was pretty much a decent one. I'm gonna get back to that in a minute, but so that's basically to show off what an average player would look like for basically a low stat character like me. This is basically like a twink build with an OP deck, but with low stats. Yeah, twink build from Dark Souls. Anyway, yeah, he's just running away, and the leg sweeps that most players would have at endgame just counter the dodges, and that kick you can get in the tutorial, it literally just spam that over and over again. What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to do something to counter it. Yeah, this guy has stagger. Stagger and a Kahlt. And my stats are at the beginning. I have 6 vitality. And I think like 15 attack and dex, strength and dex. Basically I put most of my stats in endurance. I feel like with Absolver the best defense is just not getting hit, and with the chip damage not being a thing, not being a factor, it does change it up a bit compared to games like For Honor. I don't think they should have chip damage in this game just so I have some variety, but speaking of variety, that's kind of the problem with the classes. I feel like 2 of the styles are way too underpowered, and some of the abilities are way too underpowered. Like this guy tries to ledge me, and then he tries to fucking absorb. And it doesn't do anything. And he's maxed out. This is a max level character, end game right here. And I don't know what to say. A level 60, that's predictable. And that's that. He did alright. But like he kept running away at first, and then his combat deck is just too predictable. You can block a couple moves. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna go all out. Super Saiyan. Oh yeah, one of the best abilities I feel, besides healing, because everyone has to have healing for default, especially PvE. I'm using that defense buff, prevents you from getting force pushed off a cliff or something. And if there was chip damage, I'm sure that would take away chip damage. Or at least it should if they ever implement it. What happened here? Also, the final round of a guy that was an Absolver beat the game too. I was like, I don't even need my Absolver cloak. This shit's the fucking worst. Like, I hate fucking people like this. They know they're good, but they use this fucking ability for the cheapest tactics. Like, watch. He's good, clearly. Like, this is actually a decent fight. But yeah, he had the upper hand, and then as soon as I get the upper hand, I should have been able to dodge that, or at least get out of range. And the whole reason they add those rails in the first place is because of that shit. But I was like, nah. Fucking max level guy that just does cheap ass shit like that. I'm out. Then we have another cult spammer, absorb spammer, whatever you want to call it. Like, it's one of the worst classes, I feel, because it takes way too many frames to recover from. Less frames than Forsaken. And everyone, you can at least, there's no moves that can counter through a parry, but there's plenty of moves that can counter through windfall's dodge or staggers. Well, stagger, where he bounces back, dodges a move, and then goes in for the attack. And he has a bunch of attacks that actually do that too. But there's plenty of sweeps or any kind of avoiding attacks that can fucking dodge that shit. Oh yeah, this is fucking retarded. This explains the first duels that I've ever had. This is how people would level up before the update, but apparently this guy didn't get the memo that the update will only give you, like, 1 star of experience. I'll get 3 because I'm actually trying to punch him, but he's only going to get 1 star. I think I only got 2 that last one, though. But if you punch them a few times while they're killing themselves, it should give you 3 points. So if this ever happens to you, just letting you know, if you don't want to only get 2 stars, you gotta kill them. Back to this fucking guy. Oh man, this is a dope fight. Even though that hitbox was terrible. It really was. I was fighting ledge people, like just throw people off ledges, and people that actually had some skill. fucking close. That was the closest fight of my life, I swear. And all I really did was spam R1 and then put in like an alternate attack every once in a while. Because he was so fucking hell-bent on killing me that he didn't have any defense, so I used that against him. It's kind of like knowing your opponent is always gonna put rock and you just counter with scissors over and over and over. Simple as that. It's just being predictable. Right there, leg spam. I'm gonna do it right back. See if I can kill him with it. See, look at that, leg spam again. I love this shit. Everyone does this fucking kick spam. I'm gonna mock him for it too. He's a lower level than me and I know he's good, but then why the fuck... Like, you saw what he did. He was good. He almost killed me, and then he just reverted to like this basic primal, I'm gonna be a noob again, and just like spam and run away, and then only block and turtle up and not do shit, and yeah. Fucking do something. I don't know. Pop him right in the mouth. At this rate, I'm just training this guy for what he's gonna be up against in the future. He just kept coming back too. I don't know how many fucking fights I had with this guy. So, if I put all the fights in, it would have taken way too long. It would have been like half an hour video. So here's all the kills. Nope. And last but not least, we got this hacker. Or the glitched motherfucker. There's people that can turn invisible. There's people that bounce around the map. There's people that can magically block every single hit and magically frickin' dodge every hit even though they're holding completely still. It does the animation, or doesn't do the animation but does the sound effects. And you just can't even give them respect if they're legit doing that. Oh. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, just don't be this guy.